So cool. Now, I want to know about another very cool project, which you're getting off the ground at the moment. So let's talk about the Musical Solidarity Project. Now, what was it that inspired you to do it? And obviously, give our listeners an idea about what it is.
So the Musical Solidarity Project is about solidarity. So the inspiration came from a mix of things, which is first of all the lockdown that started 5 weeks ago, that suddenly became concrete. Like when they actually announced that the lockdown is starting, it's the moment that you realize, okay, this is going to take a lot of time, and I thought, okay, let's think about, let's do something, because we can't stay now and not do anything for so long. And I mean, that's one thing, and the other thing is the solidarity that I just see every day. I really see it. It's amazing. It started from the first days of the lockdown, where people just decided that they're going on the balconies and play some music or sing or dance.
That made the news over here,
like
actually. Yeah, like scenes in Italy of people on the balconies making music. It was really quite emotional, actually, to see.
Oh yeah, it's really, it's hard to describe this feeling, because it's really a moment of joy for many people, and it started as something like just for fun, but it continues. At least here in my neighborhood, I continue it's the fifth week already, and we don't want to give up on that, because it's really a special moment in the day of everyone, and everyone is sort of looking forward to this. And there are days that are hard, that it's hard to like be home all day. It's really uncomfortable, and suddenly you have this moment that even if you had a bad day, you know that at 6 everyone is going out and everyone is smiling and saying hi, and this is the solidarity that is really coming out. Even like in these difficult times, there is always something good. So that's what I see every day here, and that's something that really keeps the project going, because it started from that, but seeing that happening every day is just amazing, and it gives a lot of strength to me and to the other people. So that's how it started. Mm-hmm. And it's about solidarity. It's about unity in front of difficult times, because this is the time to be together, to really stand together. Mm-hmm. If this is not the time, so I don't know when is the time. This is the time to support.
That's such a Jewish saying.
Sorry?
That's such a Jewish saying. Like, im lo achshav ematai.
I mean, what we are seeing now is something that is always there. Solidarity and caring for each other. The potential of it is always there, but we don't always show it, or we're not always aware of that, because we are very busy and we have many things to do, and we have our own things to care about, and we sort of lose that, which is a pity, because it's beautiful. It's really something that gives you strength. Seeing people that care for you, they don't have to care for you in an active way. It's not about now. I don't know, like support. We always think about support as something financial. Many times we think that it's money. It's about who gives what. And here it's really not that. And support in general, the word support is not financial. It's actually much more than that. It's much stronger, much more powerful. It's even just opening your window at 6 o'clock. This is support. this is showing that you care about your community, about your neighbors, about your about the globe. Doesn't matter about what, but you care. So beautiful, yeah.
Yeah, it is beautiful.
That's so cool. And through the project, it seems like there's, well, it doesn't seem, there is a specific hashtag called Virtual Verity Choir, which is something very specific and people can get involved. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes, so Virtual Verity Choir is an hashtag that always goes with Musical Solidarity Project hashtag, and it's because we chose the piece Va Pensiero. It's a chorus from Verdi's Nabucco, which is a piece that symbolizes hope and solidarity, and it's what we are going to perform in this virtual, very big virtual performance. And the idea is to just take this symbol of hope, which is also very powerful in Italy. Verdi is one of the best opera composers in Italy. And specifically this piece is also like a second national anthem in Italy. So all these things together really make this piece the best for our intention to make an act of solidarity, of hope, of people, like in the original opera, people that are in a very difficult situation that want to overcome it. They want to be over with it. They have hope. They see a brighter future. They send their thoughts to better things, and that's what we're doing now. That's what the whole world is doing now. We are sort of stuck in this situation, and we want a better reality, a brighter future, and that's what we hope for. So I also, in the last days, we hear a lot of different people around the world saying we need a global response. We can't think locally. And that's exactly what this project is about, because yes, thinking locally is important, but we also need to think globally. We need to collaborate. We need to be united. And that's what this project is about. That's why also on the website you can see that one of our most important things in our mission is to give an exceptional example of how solidarity looks like, how really it's possible to make an act like this. It's possible to put aside your local thinking, which is important. When I say local, it's not negative. It's just local versus global. And since the world has become very global, as we can see, like, then our response should be also global. And through this project, we can give an example how it can be done. It's possible, even though it's hard. I know it's hard, and there are many challenges, but it is possible. So yeah. I really, so even if you're not a researcher or a doctor or something, and you just can sing, let's say it's very in a funny way, but even then you can make a great change. If you really believe in this and you are part of this, maybe you can make a change. So really a symbol. Everything here is very symbolic. Of course, we're not finding the cure for anything, but there are cures that are more for your soul, you know? So
that's 100%. Beautiful. Yeah.
You mentioned that you have been trying very hard to get people to change their minds and not call it social distancing, but physical distancing, which I think is very, very true. Because we're, like you keep saying, we're socially so much closer than we've ever been before. Yeah. I haven't spoken to you in 3 years, but hey, this is possible and this is what we do, and like, it's still plausible. Like, it's just...
Yes.
In some ways, people are becoming closer than they would otherwise, like making connections that you wouldn't have done otherwise and rekindling friendships. It's really great. So you said that the project, you know, the idea is that it's global, and we want as many people around the world to get involved. How is it that people can get on board with this?
So first of all, everyone can participate. Anyone. You don't have to be a professional, and you don't have to be anything. you just have to believe in the project, and you can join it. So that's first of all. Now, there are many ways to be involved in the project as a performer, which means a singer, instrumentalist, or a conductor. You just record a video of yourself. That's quite simple. You take a video of yourself on your smartphone to us. You need to do it with a specific playback that we did for sync purposes, and you just send it to us. That's quite simple. And this, when I say performer, I mean also people who love to sing and they're not a professional singer, they can do it as well. So when I say performer, I mean from the top artist to the most basic, let's say, amateur, which when I say basic, I just mean the level. I don't mean anything else, because amateurs sometimes are much more passionate than stars that you can see. So, I mean, anyone really is very, very invited and welcome to join, because we want everyone. Another way to be involved is if you are part of an institution, then you can involve the whole institution. And that's something we really believe in, because solidarity and collaboration between institutions is very powerful. So, for example, the institutions that now are involved are from England and Israel and Canada, like from all over the world. And that's beautiful to see. That's amazing that we are all together in the same project. And probably in other times there would be no reason to be together in a project. So it's also an opportunity. It's beautiful that we're together. So if you're part of an institution, you can just contact the right person in your institution and tell them, hey, there is this beautiful project. Why are we not part of it? Let's join it. And joining doesn't mean anything financial. It doesn't mean any action that you need to do. You just send your logo of the institution, and that's all. Because really, nothing here is about profit. It's non-profit. The interest is really only the message of hope and solidarity. Other ways are translating our website, for example. We have 10 languages on our website already, and because we want it to be as accessible as possible to many people. So translating to a different language that we still don't have on our website could be really amazing. Most important thing, sharing the project. Because the more people know about the project, the better. The more diverse we are in this project, the better we will deliver a message of solidarity, hope, and unity. So anything you can do to share, if it's writing emails to people or institutions that you think that could be interested, if it's sharing on social media, if it's sharing with your family, with your friends, with your professors, anyone. Really sharing, so many people get the opportunity to be part of this.
Like, it's so inspiring. It's so amazing. I love, because also when I've always felt that when you, Nofal, set your mind to something, it happens. It just does. Like, you just don't let something become an idea that flows away. And you're like, oh, that would have been a nice idea. Like, oh, this is a great idea. We got to do it. And your passion really just like flows to everyone around you, and it's amazing that even through lockdown it doesn't matter, like you can just bring people together, and it's so inspiring.
But thank you so much.
Definitely go check out Nofal's website, which is nofalyacobi.com.
Yes,
nofalyacobi.com.
You can just search on Google the Musical Solidarity Project, and you will also find it. So there are many ways to arrive to that.
Oh, amazing. But yeah, and then what are your plans for the future? Or are you not thinking about the future now?
Of course, I am thinking about the future, uh, like we all do. But yeah, I mean, I'm thinking about the future in the sense of hope and of also just seeing how things evolve. Like of course, I have many things I would like to do, and we all have our dreams. But there is also reality that is happening, and we go with the reality. I mean, for example, this project, it's the 5th week of lockdown. Some days are really can be very difficult than others. But again, I personally chose to work on something. So it's always possible to take the opportunity out of the challenge. And that's what I'm also inviting other people to do, to join us, because once you're involved in something and you're active, it's you just feel much better, I think, for me. And the more you're involved, the more you feel like you're doing something, and it's beautiful. And this is right now how reality looks like. In the future, I mean, I really hope that things will get better soon, and then we will the future, which will be the present. But for now, I can have positive thoughts. So
that's great.
Yeah.
I'm so inspired and really admire what you've put together here. I'm sure we all do. So thank you so much for coming on and telling us more about it today.